Hello and welcome to our second episode of Cavalier Connection. I'm JT Fellows.
And I'm Carly Shiver. This is a new show built by the students for the students.
We're coming to you on location from the set of Darton Star. We have a lot to get to on this episode, so let's begin with the Darton swimming and diving teams trying to go for the gold, traveling all the way to frigid Buffalo, New York. Our own Shane Walters was there and takes us to the action.
Going fast has never been an issue for the Cavaliers swimming and diving team. But when the team arrived at Erie Community College Pool for the NJCAA National Championship, nobody's personal bests were safe. With multiple school records broken and individual national championships won, this team may be one of the fastest in recent memory. Both men and women improved their overall placings last year, both finishing third. The team was very happy with the end result and said that Darton helped their swimming ability tremendously.
Well, it's put a lot into perspective, and if anything, it's helped me better my swimming abilities. And I couldn't have asked to do it with a better group of people.
This year, the national championship was held in Buffalo, New York, which is a far cry from last year, which was held in Fort Pierce, Florida.
I really liked it. It was different than last year when we were in Florida, but I like it, and I enjoyed my time so far, and it's just something new here.
But the change in environment didn't interfere with the Cavs' success. The team snagged over 15 All-American and honorable mentions. The team beat last year's performance in a very big way.
First, when we got here, I was a little disappointed. I thought the pool would look nicer and everything, but I got in, and it's a really fast pool. The water's cold, what makes me swim even faster, so I like it.
Along with great performances from the swimmers, the Darton divers also had a record-setting meet. The team won its very first national championships. Sarah Hoop won the women's 3-meter, and Crawford Berry won both the 1-meter, 3-meter, and capping off his meet by winning Diver of the Year. He gives a lot of credit to the team, coach, and competition.
The biggest contributing factor has to be the team. As a whole, we've all worked really well this season, and I think we all benefit off each other. If it wasn't for them, I really wouldn't be able to have gotten first. And of course, having really hard competition from Indian River definitely helped me work extra hard to get the first place.
Overall, the Cavaliers exceeded expectations and proved that Darton is still one of the top swimming and diving programs in the country. For Cavalier Connection, this is Shane Walters reporting.
You know, JT, it really has been a great year for Darton athletics. We've had a wrestler win the first national championship, and then Darton's women's basketball team won region championship.
It really has been a great year. And to add to that, the Darton State Lady Cavs tried to compete for their own national championship. Jeremy Hayes takes us there.
Put your hands together for your champions, Darton State Cavaliers.
The last time Darton's women's basketball team went to nationals, these young ladies were around 5 years old. Coach Lee Henry is extremely proud of her girls for the accomplishments that they have made so far this season.
I'm so proud of them. They've had to really work hard for it, and they deserved it. So, it's nice when you can win it at home, and so now we need to enjoy this and then take a couple of days and, kind of reflect back on how good it feels to win a championship and then move on, because there's more out there for us.
The next step is nationals, and the girls are preparing for it harder than ever before.
This week, well, it's just like any other normal week. We put in a lot of work in practice. We're practicing every day until we can go out up there. But when you think about the totality of work that we put in the season, we've been working since August to get here. So I'm just very proud of the girls and the hard work that they've done, that it's paying off. And we get to go to the tournament for the first time since 2000.
After arrival in Kansas, the Lady Cavs are not on vacation. They know that they have to work hard and stay focused.
Well, we're going to get there on Saturday, so we have a night to kind of relax, and then Sunday we have a shoot around at the arena, so we can kind of get used to our bearing, or where we're going to be playing. From there, we'll practice. Our first game's not till Tuesday, so we'll watch teams play, we'll practice, we'll prepare, and then Tuesday at 4:30 in Central Time, we'll get at it.
Point guard Michelle Mitchell and her teammates feel that Coach Henry has prepared them for this prestigious event and that the team has family reflections.
She means a lot. She make us work hard, and she pushed us to strive to win the championship. I love them like my family. We all close, and we just work hard.
Although the games are way off in Kansas, you can still show your support here in Albany by watching the game online.
So we do encourage people to please go online and watch the games and support us. And just, if you have a chance, just students or staff, maybe give the girls a pat on the back for all the hard work that they've done. They've really tried their best to represent Darton in the best way they can, and I think they've done a great job of that. Not only are they good players, but they're good people, and we're just really proud of them. So, anything you can do to kind of give them a little extra boost before we go out to Kansas, just be really appreciated.
From Cavalier Connection, this is Jeremy Hayes reporting.
The theater program is gearing up for its play, The Wizard of Oz, in April. Shane Walters gives us a preview of the upcoming play.
The Darton Theater program is bringing Wizard of Oz to Darton State College, and the crew will be using technology to enhance the overall experience.
The projections will be the backings of the scenery. There are some live feed projections. I know that in one scene I will be projected by just my face on the big scrims.
But the projections are just the beginning. The scenic designers are hard at work to bring the world of Oz to life.
We're sticking with the traditional colors of Wizard of Oz. We are sticking with the bright colors, the yellow brick road. We're contrasting that with red brick road. The colors of the rainbow, and then the best part is using all the greens, the different shades of green, like what you will see in the Emerald City.
The play will stray a little from the original tale you all know and love, but the storyline is going to stay the same.
When you start out in Kansas, it's going to be what you would expect to see in Kansas. Some minor props, and we're building most of the stuff.
We do a lot of dancing, and one of which is where we turn Oz into a 70s disco. And then we put a bunch of modern day puns in the show.
The show will go on April 11th through April 13th at 8 p.m. and also on April 14th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $10 for adults, $7 for non-adults, and free for Darton students with a valid Darton ID. For Cavalier Connection, this is Shane Walters reporting.
Coming up on Cavalier Connection, students asked a variety of questions at the student forum.
And we'll also update you on new changes in student housing policy. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Cavalier Connection. Students asked the president and vice president of Darton State College a variety of questions. Our own JT Fellows takes you to the student forum.
Darton students asked questions and voiced their concerns at the student forum. One by one, students went up to the mic and asked the president and vice president of Darton State College a variety of questions.
Thoughts are on possibilities of adding a men's basketball team.
Dr. Gary Barnett, vice president of student affairs, says that there was a good turnout for the event and says this type of event is important for any college to have.
We're not a research institution, and that means that students should be at the center of everything that we do. And we're always interested in getting feedback from students. That's the way that we've initiated a lot of things on campus.
All types of questions were asked at the forum, from financial aid to food services. Henry England says that this event is important to students and was glad he attended this event.
I did find it useful, and I'm just glad that I came.
Dr. Barnett says he was surprised that one question was not asked at the forum.
I was surprised in a way that nothing came up about parking. Parking is usually a subject that is kind of tender on a college campus, and it's not different with ours, especially since we're growing so fast.
Dr. Barnett says you do not have to wait until the next student forum to take place to ask questions. Barnett says you can contact your advisor or the director of student activities.
Students can always talk with their academic advisor, their division dean, or they can come and talk with the director of student activities, Eric O'Kane. He is certainly a person that can track down a lot of the problems that students are having.
For Cavalier Connection, this is JT Fellows reporting.
Are you familiar with Darton's drug policy? Our own Carly Shiver tells us about the possible consequences of bringing drugs on campus.
From an early age, it is likely you were told to stay away from drugs. But now that students are in college, it seems the drug talk has hit a silent note. Students think that isn't such a good idea due to the amount of drugs they see being used on campus.
It's not surprising, but it's alarming. I think they need to do better work.
Darton Police Department is responsible and in charge of enforcing the policy on drugs on this campus. One way the policy helps combat the problem with drugs is through the drug awareness programs.
Darton does have a drug awareness program, and it's conducted, some classes are conducted in conjunction with student activities, and some are done at student housing, and also some are done through the counselor's office, Carol Ann Ham.
Officials say if you get caught with drugs on campus, you will be arrested, fined, and possibly face expulsion. And that could affect your ability to get into other colleges.
Administratively, the student can receive anything all the way up to and including expulsion.
Since 2009, Darton has only had 2 drug violation cases, which both led to arrests being made. This little-known fact leads Darton students to feel a lot safer on campus.
I did not, but compared to the last school I was at, that sounds pretty good.
For students who think they can get away with using or possessing drugs on campus, Chief Bracken has a few words of advice.
I would say think twice before you do it. A lot of students do things on impulse. They don't think of the consequences that it's going to have later on. I would say don't do it.
Or you just might be the one in handcuffs. This is Carly Shiver reporting for Cavalier Connection. Due to recent changes in the student housing policies, a lot of students are asking questions. Casey Sanders investigates.
At last month's student forum, several students voiced their concern regarding the new housing policy at Darton State College. The policy states that all guests must sign in. Even if the guest is another student at Darton living in another dorm, they must also sign in. The guests cannot stay overnight unless they are signed in specifically as an overnight guest. Clay Watkins, Director of Housing and Residence Life at Darton State, says that the policy is not as strict as other universities.
Universities around the state of Georgia, using UGA as a background, they have biometric hand scanners, things like that. They use their key cards with hologram stickers on it from dorm to dorm.
Watkins says that the policy is very fair, and at other universities, students are faced with serious consequences if they break the rules.
You know, the rules are very fair. At Darton State College, all you get 30 seconds to walk to the desk and then just sign your guest in and make sure that everything is taken care of, and then sign them out. Again, you could be at a big college like UGA and stuff like that. They have what we call pass-ins. After a certain amount of pass-ins, they will send you to a judicial hearing if you lose your ID card.
Darton student Shane Walters says he feels safe, but thinks that the rules are a bit excessive.
I mean, we pay these big sums of money to go into live in these student housing, and while the protection is there, I feel like we're being restricted by having to sign in, having to stop, sign our friends in, sign our families in. It's just necessary in some points, but at the point where people who live there are being put at a disadvantage, I think that it's not really necessary.
Watkins says that the main reason for all these rules and regulations is student safety.
The reason we do that again is, it's just safety is all it is. From 210 people in one building and then 251 in the other, and then you add them all together, just moving back and forth, it would be very difficult to keep up with them.
Emily Atkinson, a student at Darton State, says that while the policy may be annoying at times, it is there to keep the students safe.
I agree to the extent it keeps us safe, and I do agree with the safety policies, and compared to other universities, it's very nonchalant. So it gets annoying when you have to sign in constantly for your friends to come over, but really it's for the benefit and well-being of our students, so I totally agree.
For Cavalier Connection, this is Casey Sanders reporting.
Darton hosts a graduation fair for students who are looking to walk across the stage at the end of the semester.
We'll tell you all about this story and more after the break. I finally realized I could get a degree on my time. Darton's fully online degree programs are among the best in the country. Because it's affordable, it's convenient, and most of all, it's personal. They actually care about my success and they want me to graduate. Darton State College. It's affordable, it's convenient, and it's personal.
Welcome back to Cavalier Connection. Darton State College recently hosted a graduation fair for alumni and graduating students of Darton. Nicole Cooprider tells you all about this.
The Darton Bookstore hosted a graduation fair in March. At this fair, students received information on how to prepare for the end of their Darton College experience.
We're here working in the bookstore with conjunction with Darton College. We take care of all the graduation products here, cap and gown, the announcements, and we're taking orders today to allow the students to purchase their cap and gown.
This was also a chance for students and alumni to receive information on what to do after graduation.
Well, we're here at Darton today promoting our services to alumni and graduates of Darton College, things that we can help them with even after they graduate. We help them with resumes, we help them with interviewing, we help them locate jobs even after they graduate. So just want the graduates to know that we're here for them even after they graduate Darton State College.
Along with purchasing the little things, Darton students had to fill out the paperwork for graduation that they received at the beginning of spring.
The semester before, you will probably receive a packet of information regarding graduation with the commencement ceremony, graduation application, due dates, etc. in the mail. If not, they're always located outside the registrar's office.
What happens to students who do not hand in the paperwork to the registrar's office by the due date?
Well, you risk a chance of not having your cap and gown ordered. We always order extra cap and gown, but that's just a risk you take if you don't have the accurate size. And then you also will be penalized with a $15 late fee. So the graduation fee is $50. After the deadline, it's $65.
This is Nicole Cooprider reporting.
Over 30 four-year schools were at Darton's annual transfer fair. This event gave students an opportunity to look at schools to further their education. Natalie McQuarrie takes us to the event.
Darton State College held their annual transfer fair in March. Students spoke to representatives from nearly 30 four-year schools across the state and country.
If students are looking for programs of study at other four-year colleges or universities, this is an opportunity for them to get information, talk to people face-to-face, to do a little comparative shopping.
Since Darton offers mostly two-year degrees, many students transfer to other colleges in order to earn their bachelor's degree. Schools at this event gave students information regarding their four-year programs.
I just wanted to look at different offers, see other options that I could take besides just Darton.
In-state schools aim to encourage Darton students to branch out beyond Southwest Georgia. Garth Webb, Associate Director of Admissions at Young Harris College, informs students what college life is like 300 miles from Albany.
One of Georgia's most scenic spots, right at the foothill of a mountain range, so it's very scenic. It is liberal arts, so we don't have any technical programs, so it's strictly 4-year programs.
Along with Georgia colleges, there were also a handful of out-of-state colleges. Representatives from the University of Tennessee to Syracuse University were at the fair.
I guess we kind of have that appeal of similar to different SEC schools of having that large SEC school experience, but I think the difference in us and maybe other SEC schools is that we're really focused on research.
Students say that they enjoyed the transfer fair and that it helped them make a decision about the next step in their college career.
Yeah, I think I got enough information because they gave me everything I needed to know, like the prices and then location and what I needed to transfer and everything.
If you could not make it to the transfer fair, you can learn more about transfer requirements for other colleges and universities online under their admissions section. With Cavalier Connection, this is Natalie McQuarrie reporting.
We still have more to come here on Cavalier Connection.
The Darton Music and Dance Department came together for an evening of dance. We'll take you to the performance after the break. Thanks for staying with us on this episode of Cavalier Connection.
Darton State College dance program held an evening of dance and music. Nikki Pope tells you more.
Darton State College Music and Dance Department hosted an evening of music and dance. The show featured students from the dance and music department. It was also the first ever collaboration between the college's show choir and dancers. Dr. Elizabeth Delancey, who directed the event, says the students enjoyed charting new territories.
The choir is pretty large, and then I have a large group of dancers, and anytime we as faculty can showcase the students, we're excited to do it. And so to have the dance and the chorus, the choir together, it's just really fantastic.
Bringing two departments together for one show is not as easy as it sounds. In fact, the dancers and singers didn't all share the stage until days before the show.
We didn't come together until a little bit towards the end, right before the show, because music, the department, they always have something going on, and we have things going on. So we managed to come together, and we put some well, we were rehearsing independently, but then we put some rehearsals together like in the middle of the day or something, and it came out really well. Of course, there's a trust factor, and I trust Professor Scott immensely because, you know, I work with him already, and I've heard his students sing. They sing beautifully, and so I knew that they would be fine. And it was just a matter of getting the timing together because, you know, we were practicing, the dancers were practicing to what I call the canned music, the MP3.
Dr. Delancey hopes that this is the first of many collaborations with the music department. She looks forward to having live music and more of her events.
The choir members, they're focused, they're hitting their notes, they sound majestic, and the dancers, of course, you know, I'm very proud of them as well. So I hope that we can continue to do these kinds of collaborative things because we're always working on something, and so it's just a matter of seeing what will work with both groups, and I think that we definitely have a future with that. I would love for every spring dance performance to have this kind of thing where you have the live vocals going on with the dance. I think it's something that is elevated about it and really just really beautiful.
Darton students showcased all of their talents, from the performers all the way down to the lighting designs.
This show, I'm very proud of the performers, the musicians, the dancers, the singers, the way it has come together, even down to our lighting designer who has done an exquisite job. I'm really pleased with how it has turned out.
The dancers will be collaborating with the theater department next. They will be a part of The Wizard of Oz, which you can see on campus in April. For Cavalier Connection, this is Nikki Pope.
Darton State College and the All-American Fun Park hosted DSC nights at the Fun Park. Our own Nia Hudson was there.
Darton State Student Life staff hosted its monthly event at the All-American Fun Park. And with spring now approaching, more students came out to enjoy their night.
Darton is really cool, especially the activities like tonight's the Fun Park. Driving on the go-karts may be freezing, but still enjoying time with all my friends from school.
The students had plenty of activities to engage in, such as bowling, playing the arcade games, laser tag, water bumper, and go-kart racing. This event gave students a more fun way to interact with their classmates.
Darton is a great school. They provide us with great activities. Today we're out here at Fun Park and we're on go-karts, so everybody's having a blast. I had fun. It was cold, but I enjoyed whipping my best friend Robbie's behind go-karts.
The students enjoyed their last night of the monthly visit to the All-American Fun Park for the spring semester and wanted to express their appreciation to Darton State Campus Life staff.
I appreciate Darton for all the activities and all the things they do for us in student life. I appreciate it, and I want more people to come and support Darton.
Cavalier Connection, I am Nia Hudson.
That wraps things up for our second edition of Cavalier Connection. Stay connected with us and everything going on here at Darton by visiting our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/DartonStudentMedia.
You can also stay connected by liking our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Cavalier Connection.
I'm Carly Shiver.
And I'm JT Fellows.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Cavalier Connection.
For all of us here at Cavalier Connection, we hope you'll join us next time.